December 25th is a day of celebration for so many people in the women's basketball community. However, for Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark's massive fan base, it feels like 2024 has been a year-long celebration, given everything Clark has accomplished starting during her final season at Iowa and then across her rookie campaign in the WNBA. Clark's most recent accolade arrived on December 24th, when she was named AP Female Athlete of the Year. Surely there were plenty of Clark fans who received Fever jerseys and other related merchandise on Christmas Day. And one fan received something pertaining to the 22-year-old that has been making waves on social media. Stephanie White has delivered a powerful statement to Caitlin Clark after her extraordinary first year in the WNBA. Clark, 22, has made a tremendous impact on women's basketball, delivering one of the most remarkable rookie campaigns ever seen in the league. Playing for the Indiana Fever, she earned the Rookie of the Year title, shattered records for single-season and single-game assists, surpassed the rookie scoring milestone, and became the first rookie to record a triple-double. Her efforts also saw her secure a spot on the All-WNBA first team. The WNBA has grown exponentially in the past year, especially thanks to the arrival of rookie stars such as Angel Reese, Cameron Brink and, of course, Caitlin Clark. It's been reported that Clark has helped boost the league's viewership and break attendance records, and it seems like they want to capitalize on her fame with a major plan. The WNBA is not oblivious to Clark's stardom and, according to sources, eventually will schedule a Fever game overseas to capitalize on her Q rating, Tom Friend wrote for the Sport Business Journal, according to Sports Illustrated. The Q score is a metric used in the United States to measure the familiarity and appeal of a brand, celebrity, company or product. Privately, the plan is to market the Fever like they're America's team, Friend added. According to Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press, Indiana Fever games featuring Clark drew an average of 16,084 fans, nearly double the 8,552 average at non-Fever games. The Fever also set a record with an average regular season attendance of 17,036 per game, totaling 340,715 fans, a franchise high. The Los Angeles Times reported that Clark's regular season games averaged 1.2 million viewers, a 200% increase compared to games she didn't play. Additionally, WNBA TV viewership saw a 300% overall increase attributed to Clark, with Fever games accounting for 45% of the league's total broadcast value. Yes, the WNBA has played games outside of the United States before. The 2023 and 2024 WNBA Canada games were held in Toronto and Edmonton, while the Atlanta Dream played a preseason game against the Great Britain women's national team in Manchester, England in 2011. Another WNBA preseason game was played in Monterrey, Mexico in 2004. Caitlin Clark is thriving financially despite her modest WNBA salary. On Wednesday, Sportico released its list of the highest-paid female athletes, placing Clark at number 10, just behind Simone Biles. She was the only basketball player to make the list, earning $11.1 million in 2024. The majority of Clark's income comes from endorsements. Her 8-year deal with Nike brings in $3.5 million annually, and she also has partnerships with major brands like Gatorade, Gainbridge, Hy-Vee, Xfinity, Wilson, Buick, and State Farm Insurance. Indiana Fever general manager Amber Cox has come forward to defend the team's controversial decision to leave backup center Timmy Fagbinal unprotected in the WNBA expansion draft, a move that has left fans reeling. Indiana Fever general manager Amber Cox has come forward to defend the team's controversial decision to leave backup center Timmy Fagbinal unprotected in the WNBA expansion draft, a move that has left fans reeling. Fagbinal, a crucial contributor to the Fever's success last season, was swiftly snapped up by the league's newest team, the Golden State Valkyries, sparking outrage among the Fever faithful. In a recent appearance on the In Case You Missed It podcast with Christina Williams, Cox addressed the backlash, explaining the rationale behind the team's contentious move. It's really part of an overall plan, which, hopefully, everyone will see unfold throughout the off-season, Cox stated. These decisions are never easy, but they're made with a long-term vision in mind. Cox's comments did little to soothe frustrated fans, who see the loss of Fagbinal as a significant blow. Known for her consistency and defensive prowess, Fagbinal was viewed as an integral piece of the Fever's puzzle as they aimed to climb back to WNBA prominence. While Cox promised that more moves are on the horizon, the pressure is mounting. The Fever face a pivotal offseason, with the future of two-time All-Star Kelsey Mitchell hanging in the balance. Mitchell, who averaged 19.2 points per game last season alongside rising star Caitlin Clark, is set to become an unrestricted free agent in January. Losing Mitchell would be a devastating setback for a team already reeling from Fagbinal's departure. Fans are also curious about how the Fever plan to navigate the WNBA free agency period, which Cox hinted will be critical to their strategy. "We understand the passion of our fans and their connection to our players," Cox added. "We're committed to building a roster that can compete at the highest level." The Fever's off-season decisions will be closely scrutinized as supporters anxiously await the next chapter in the team's journey. For now, though, Cox's call to trust the process faces a tough sell to a fanbase hungry for answers and results. After becoming the NCAA Division I leader in points and the women's all-time leader in made three-pointers, 548, and made field goals, 1,293, at Iowa, Clark carried that momentum with her to the WNBA, where she broke several WNBA records, including most points scored or assisted on, most All-Star votes, most double-digit scoring games by a rookie, and the most double-doubles, 14, by a rookie guard. She also led the WNBA in assists per game, 8.4, and made three-pointers, while also besting all rookies in points per game, assists per game, steals per game, made field goals, made three-pointers, and minutes per game. Clark also shattered several rookie records, including single-season points, single-season assists, single-game assists, and made three-pointers in a single game, 7, and she also became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 300 career assists, the only rookie ever to record a triple-double, and she was the first player in WNBA history to lead the league in assists per game and made three-pointers in a single season. Clark's record-breaking season led to her earning several accolades, including Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year. And now she can add another impressive milestone to her growing legacy, as the Fever announced Clark was named the 2024 Female Athlete of the Year by the Associated Press on Tuesday. Caitlin Clark's rookie season was a challenge for the Indiana Fever. Of course, Clark was under the microscope for the entire season, every move scrutinized by fans and critics. However, that intense pressure was also shared by her Fever teammates, who often were caught in the crossfire of the media frenzy around Clark. Fever All-Star Kelsey Mitchell talked about that in her latest piece for the Players Tribune. In the article, Mitchell said that instead of the pressure splitting the team, they instead grew stronger together. The Fever guard said that she was proud of everyone for battling through their adversity. Mitchell also had a short message for Clark. The Fever guard said that she was proud of her teammate and that she hoped she helped her through her rookie season. Clark and Mitchell formed one of the most potent backcourts in the WNBA last season. Both players averaged 19.2 points per game, with Mitchell being the more efficient scorer out of the two. Meanwhile, Clark made up for it with her brilliant playmaking, dishing out a league-leading 8.4 assists per game. With Clark, Mitchell, and center Aaliyah Boston leading the charge, the Fever made it back to the playoffs for the first time since 2016. They unfortunately lost to the Connecticut Sun in the first round, but hopes are still high nonetheless. The Fever are now coming into the 2025 season with more expectations. That, obviously, will entail more criticisms, more eyes on them, and more chaos. Based on Mitchell's article, though, the women of the Fever are more than prepared for the 2025 season both on and off the court. Stephanie White has sent a clear message to Caitlin Clark following her sensational rookie season in the WNBA. Clark, 22, has taken women's basketball by storm after producing one of the finest debut seasons in WNBA history for the Indiana Fever. She was named Rookie of the Year, set single-season and single-game records in assists, broke the rookie scoring record, became the first rookie to achieve a triple-double, and made the All-WNBA first team. Speaking on the Coaching You podcast, Fever head coach White suggested that the sky's the limit for Clark, but stressed that improving her off the court was just as important as improving her on it. "She's a great player, she's a high IQ player," White said. She adjusted really quickly to this league, unbelievably quickly. And now it's about becoming not just a great player but a great leader for this team, so we can win not just a championship but championships. White, whose Connecticut Suns team knocked Clark's Fever out of the WNBA playoffs in September, took the reins at Indiana in November, replacing Christy Sides. Shortly after, she spoke to Clark about ways to improve her game and revealed that the point guard is hungry to grow. She said, "I started watching Caitlin Clark since she was in 8th grade, and then I called a lot of her games in college when she was in Iowa. And so I've really watched her continue to learn and grow."